What is going on, everybody? ZyoniK here, and in today's video we're going to take a look at another team utilizing Azumarill and Alolan Marowak. I really love that core in the Great League. It has a lot of fantastic coverages, and Azumarill does really well on the lead, right? It beats a lot of stuff, and then Alolan Marowak can cover a lot of the common weaknesses that you are going to see that can beat the Azumarill. Now, in a previous video, I did this team with a Sableye back in Season 2. I did this team with Dusclops here in Season 3, and for this final week, I'm going to showcase Vigoroth on the safe switch, another great option there for you. So let me know how your guys' final week of Go Battle League Season 3 is going. Are you guys excited for Season 4? And let me know what you guys think about this team and these battles. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Alright, getting into this first battle here. Now, we are in the 2700s right now. So a lot of very, very skilled players up here. But let's see how this first one goes. We're up against ZyoniK. So shout out to them. Let's go ahead and get right into this battle. We have Azumarill on the lead versus a Jirachi. So not the best of matchups for us. Jirachi's Confusion and Doom Desire will do a lot of heavy neutral damage to us. But what's great is we can go straight for the Hydro Pump right here. Doom Desire is not going to be one-shotting us, so I'm not going to shield right here. Doom Desire does do a lot of neutral damage right there, as you guys can see. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Hydro Pump. We either want to win switch advantage or get a shield right here. And we do get the shield, which is going to be fantastic. So we're going to load up on some more energy. They decide to throw again, which is going to be fine. And now we can actually bring in a Alolan Marowak and farm down, right? Fire Spin's going to be doing a lot of heavy, super effective damage. And we don't need to shield Doom Desire. So we're just going to commit to the farm down and get really far ahead on energy. Alolan Marowak is just fantastic when it comes to having lots of energy for endgame, even against some of its most common counters. So now we are going to see a Sableye come in, I believe. Yeah, it's going to be a Sableye. We're going to go ahead and go straight for the Shadow Ball. We're so far ahead on energy that we definitely want to punish them having to shield this last move. We don't, or we land it, which is great. Now we're going to swap into our Vigoroth right here. Vigoroth is going to be matched up now against a Shadow Machamp, which is absolutely deadly, but Body Slam does so much damage that they are going to have to shield. So we do get a shield from them, which is fantastic. Can we get to another Body Slam in time? No, we cannot, but I think I can risk it for the biscuit on this one, and we're going to go ahead and shield. I think before they counter me down, I can get to a Body Slam, which I can. This is going to be KOing the Shadow Machamp. Shadow Machamp is so deadly, but it's very weak when it comes to being a defensive Pokemon, right? And then the Sableye is going to come back in, and then they are going to be throwing their energy right here, which is fine. We're going to go ahead and shield. And then we are going to be able to get to the Body Slam in time, and Vigoroth will be able to clean up this game nicely for us. And Body Slam will be taking out the Sableye, even though it is going to be resisted because of that Ghost typing. So really good first battle right there. As you guys saw, Vigoroth did fantastic on the safe swap, even against opponents that it was weak to. So we're moving into the next battle here. We have Azumarill on the lead versus Azumarill. So mirror matchup, and I really like the mirror matchup actually because I do have Play Rough. So we are just going to sit here. We're just going to stay in the matchup. No need to bail out. And we're just going to be going for Play Roughs right here. It does the most damage in this mirror matchup. Both Ice Beam and Hydro Pump are resisted, but Play Rough is going to be neutral, which is going to be great. Now, I noticed they didn't throw a Play Rough, or they didn't throw at the same time as me. So this may actually be a Hydro Pump, but it's just a Play Rough, which is fine. But the thing is, my Azumarill does have 15 attack, and if you guys didn't know, when it comes to mirror matches, the Pokemon with the overall higher attack, including base stats and the initial IVs that you guys can see, will win the CMP time, meaning charge move priority. So if we both hit Play Rough at the same time, my Azumarill is going to win because I have 15 attack, plus we have the same base stats since we are both Azumarill. So I'm going to be able to get to a Play Rough right here. This is either going to get their shield or get the switch advantage. It gets the switch advantage, and then we are going to see a Shadow Machamp come in. Now, I waited a bit long. I thought I could get to the Play Rough, and the Shadow Machamp is absolutely loaded on energy, and I got to bring in the Alolan Marowak. So we know Rock Slide is likely coming. We are going to have to shield, and I really don't have the best counter right here when the Machamp is so far ahead on energy. They do swap out, and they go into Defense Form Deoxys, which, again, we don't have the best counter for, right? That Vigoroth will be taking super effective damage from counter. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Shadow Ball right here. We do get a shield, which is fine. We're going to overload on energy, and I am going to let him hit me with a Rock Slide right here. Rock Slide from Defense Form Deoxys is going to be doing super effective damage, but not as much from a Shadow Machamp, and we resist counter. So I'm going to build back up to Shadow Ball and now go into the Vigoroth right here, hoping to be able to take out the Defense Form Deoxys with a low amount of health left and not have to use a shield, basically. So we get hit with the Rock Slide right there. We're going to go ahead and go for a Body Slam right here. This is going to be doing neutral damage to Defense Form Deoxys, but not a lot, right? It's a very bulky Pokemon, but Vigoroth now coming through, chips away the health right there. They do swap out and we get off another Body Slam right away, which is going to be really solid, but they do have a Rock Slide on their Defense Form Deoxys, so things are not looking good. Machamp has some loaded energy. We're going to go for the Bone Club, but they throw their energy right now. I have to shield, right? I can't get hit with the Rock Slide. It's just going to be a cross chop, and we go for our Bone Club right here. Now I need to undercharge this, so I'm only going to go for a Great because I need to be able to do fast moves in order to get to Shadow Ball. And sadly, I should have just not thrown my energy. I could have farmed him down and thrown the Shadow Ball right here, but he does have a Rock Slide right there, and that's going to be a good game to my opponent. Mistake on my end. Shouldn't have thrown. Oh, it was just a Psycho Boost too. Shouldn't have thrown, I should say, the Mud Bomb right, or the Bone Club right there. All right, moving into the next battle here. So a mistake on my end, right? I could have just completely farmed down with Fire Spin and then thrown Shadow Ball and we would have won that, but that's okay. All right, so we have Azumarill versus Skarmory. Shiny Skarmory on the lead, so big flex on them. But what's great in this matchup is Hydro Pump's going to do a lot of damage, and they're going to likely try to throw a Brave Bird at some point. So we're just going to go ahead and go for Hydro Pump. We CMP tied with them. Meaning that they're going to throw their charge move, and we're going to get ours off at the exact same time without fast moves now coming in. So we're going to be going for Hydro Pump right here. This is going to be doing heavy neutral damage to the Skarmory and could potentially get a shield, which it does get a shield. That's fantastic for us. Now they are going to be going for another Sky Attack here. I'm hoping I can get to the Play Rough, but I can't get to the Play Rough in time, and I'm actually going to go ahead and let my Azumarill go down. There's so much health here on the Skarmory to be able to farm, but I can't get to the Play Rough. That would have been really nice if I got it. But there's a lot of health there for a Alolan Marowak to farm down, and I'm okay with giving up one shield to get all the energy in the world. Like I said, Alolan Marowak does good end game when there's 1 or 0 shields left and you have a lot of energy. So we're going to commit to the farm down right here. We're not going to throw energy, and we are loaded. Alolan Marowak is so deadly. All right, here we go. Next Pokemon coming in is going to be... Let's see what it is. They're taking a little while to decide. It's going to be a Swampert. So we're going to go ahead and go straight Shadow Ball right here. Again, punishing if they decide not to shield. And then we are going to now swap into our Vigoroth. We land the Shadow Ball, which is huge. In comes a Meganium, which is still a nice matchup here for the Vigoroth because Body Slam spam plus counter damage does all neutral to Meganium and a lot at that. So here comes the Body Slam. Already below 50% HP, which is fantastic. We're going to be able to get to another Body Slam. They are throwing the Frenzy Plant right here. And I believe I'm not going to shield. Yeah, we're not going to shield. Frenzy Plant doesn't KO us. We're able to get off a Body Slam, and then there's still that Swampert in the back that we have to deal with. So we are going to go for Body Slam right here. Takes out the Meganium, which is fine. The Swampert is going to come back in. We need to get to this Body Slam. We get to the Body Slam in time, which is fantastic because this will be getting the final shield. And because Alolan Marowak had so much energy, everyone, they are going to farm us down. But I already have a Bone Club ready to go. So we're just going to hit Bone Club. We lose CMP tie, but we can safely shield right here. They do have 2 Hydro Cannons ready. But because I had so much energy from farming down Skarmory, we can go for the Bone Club. And this is going to be finishing off the Swampert. And that is going to be a good game. So another great showcase on what Alolan Marowak can do with energy and what Vigoroth can do on the safe swap. All right, let's move into the next battle here. I believe that was this is battle 4. So we have 4 or 5. So we have Azumarill on the lead versus Defense Form Deoxys. So a lead loss technically for us, especially if they're running Thunderbolt. But sometimes they don't. But we're just going to go ahead and stay in this one right here. I'm going to build up to Hydro Pump, and then I'm going to throw the Play Rough. So charge move now coming through. Likely going to be the Thunderbolt. 9 times out of 10 on the lead it is, but it's a Rock Slide, which is fantastic. That is why you guys don't need to shield that first one. Make them show what they have. If they don't have Thunderbolt, Rock Slides are going to be coming. Otherwise, they'll just throw the Thunderbolt. So now we're looking pretty good. We're going to get to another Play Rough in time, and now we can do some really great things here. This is either going to KO or get a shield, which is fantastic. And like I said, we have Alolan Marowak in the back. So they're going to be getting off another charge move. I'm going to make them show that they have Thunderbolt. They don't. They're running Rock Slide, Psycho Boost, which is beautiful for us. They have to throw their energy again, and we're going to go ahead and let this go. Alolan Marowak can come in and farm right here. So Rock Slide will be KOing us. That is fine, but we got a shield from them, and now we can come in and farm. This is absolutely beautiful right here for us. We are going to give up a shield right here, maintain some health, but we have energy on our Alolan Marowak. We block the Rock Slide, which is fantastic, and we're going to be able to farm down. Now we'll have to see what they decide to bring in. It's going to be an Azumarill, so things are not over. But Shadow Ball does a lot of neutral damage, about 40% of Azumarill's health, and we're going to be able to swap out, and we get a shield, which is fantastic. So Vigoroth's going to be able to come in, and they're not swapping out right now. So what this tells me, everyone, is that they have Galarian Stunfisk in the back. Just looking at Defense Form Deoxys and Azumarill, you know, you could guess that there is a Galarian Stunfisk in the back, or maybe even a Bastiodon, potentially. Something weak to Vigoroth, because they're not swapping. And we're just going to be able to Body Slam spam right here. So it's going to be up to my Alolan Marowak to really finish off this game for us. But let's see how we do. So Body Slam now comes through, chunks away the health. Now they are going to be getting off a charge move right here, but I get to the Body Slam in time. This is why Vigoroth is just so deadly. Counter and Body Slam is so quick, and it can do a lot of neutral damage that you need in these fights. They are going to be throwing their energy, which is fine. I'm going to save my shield for Alolan Marowak because I'm guessing they have a Galarian Stunfisk. So we're going to farm down, and sure enough, there's the Galarian Stunfisk. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and build up. We're going to go for a Bone Club. And then we're going to be going for a Shadow Ball, I believe. So Bone Club right here, going to be doing super effective damage. And then we're going to build up to the Shadow Ball. Charge move now coming through. We are going to shield. But Bone Club plus Shadow Ball can really handle this right here. So Rock Slide is going to come through, and then we're going to be able to get to the Shadow Ball in time. We could have gone for another Bone Club right there. But Shadow Ball will be enough to KO right here. And then the Azumarill has really no energy and no health in the back. And we're going to be able to finish off with one fast move, and that is going to be a good battle. Alright, moving into the next one here. So yeah, this is going to be the final battle there. So as you guys saw, against the Defense Form Deoxys, make them throw that Thunderbolt first. Otherwise, you give up a shield potentially against a Defense Form Deoxys who doesn't have Thunderbolt, which is why that worked out so well for us. So moving into this final battle. Let's see if we can fast forward a little bit. There we go. We're up against Casterly Rock. Game of Thrones reference right there. What swag. Okay, so we have Azumarill on the lead versus Galarian Stunfisk. Pretty solid for us. They'll likely just throw the Earthquake and bail, so we got to save our energy or look to land the Hydro Pump. So we're going to build up. I know this is going to be an Earthquake. That's what Galarian Stunfisk do in this matchup. They throw Earthquake, but we don't need to give up a shield right away. So Earthquake will come through. And then they are swapping out into Defense Form Deoxys, so we're going to go ahead and go for Hydro Pump right here. We do have a Vigoroth in the back to handle Galarian Stunfisk. And we have Alolan Marowak, but I need shield advantage if I'm going to come into this matchup, which is why I decided to throw energy. Alolan Marowak versus Defense Form Deoxys is still a pretty good positive for Alolan Marowak, but you have to have shield advantage to really want to dominate. So we're going to overload on energy and go ahead and go for Shadow Ball right here. Shadow Ball would be doing super effective damage. They likely won't shield, and I'll have to shield another Rock Slide, but they did decide to shield, which is perfectly fine for me. I can safely shield right here. To stop the Rock Slide, and then we're going to be able to build up to a Shadow Ball and basically one-shot Defense Form Deoxys because they are going to be weak to that Ghost move. So Shadow Ball now coming through, going to be doing some great super effective damage, and we maintain Switch advantage and Shield advantage, which is going to be really solid for our back end. We still have Vigoroth for Galarian Stunfisk, and we see the Galarian Stunfisk come back in, so hopefully I can get to this Bone Club in time, but they decided to throw their energy, which is perfectly fine with me. I'm happy with this. So Rock Slide will be taking us out, and I'm actually going to go ahead and bring in Vigoroth right here to start countering down and getting ahead on energy, because like I said, if they decide to swap, they're going to swap into something that's going to be weak to Vigoroth potentially with that Body Slam spam. It's absolutely deadly. Rock Slide, we don't need to shield. We're looking good. And they swap into a Hypno. So things are not over. They decided to run double Psychic, which is definitely going to be tough right here, but we can pull this out. So Vigoroth, we're going to try to get to another Body Slam in time. We really got to rely on our Vigoroth right now. And we can't really swap into a Azumarill because they do have Thunder Punch, but we're going to go ahead and do it now so that we make them throw their energy. That's going to be key because I'm noticing my Vigoroth is going to be the key to this battle. Thunder Punch barely doesn't take me out. They're going to be able to farm me down, sadly, before I get to a Play Rough. And now it's up to Vigoroth. Can I get to a Body Slam in time? So they are throwing a Thunder Punch right here. No reason why this wouldn't be a punch. And it is going to be the Thunder Punch. And now it's going to be a race to Body Slam. If we can get to it in time, we win this matchup. And we do get to it in time. This is how ridiculous counter and Body Slam spam is from a Vigoroth. So this will be taking out the Hypno. And then the Galarian Stunfisk is in the back. And it's going to be another race. Counter to Body Slam, and we get it again. So with 1 HP in a Dream, we're able to finish that one off. Maybe slightly misplayed there in the mid game, but you know, we were able to pull it off. So that is going to be a good battle. And definitely tough, I will say, after, you know, being a new father, right, to my second child, coming back and battling is definitely tough with sleep deprivation. But we were able to land a solid set there and climb up to 2777, which is really awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think about this team and these battles. And I hope this works for you if you guys decide to run it. It's a very simple team to really understand. You lose lead, you kind of just go into the Vigoroth there, and then a Alolan Marowak with energy and shields can really sweep endgame for you. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and like always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.